How's it going, everyone? Today I have another special one for you guys today. This is my second video today. I'm very inspired. I have a lot of ideas and I would like to share these all with you. Hopefully these can be of benefit to you towards achieving your greatest life and becoming your most powerful, dominant, your most successful self, and allow you to achieve all your goals and purposes. Anyway, I want to jump into it. This topic I'm going to speak about today is very important for you guys. Health habits, right? So the health is the most important thing you have. If you're sick, if you feel bad, if you're clouded mentally or physically by negativity, by pain, by negative thoughts, or by disease, you will live a very miserable life, regardless of the material possessions as well as the outward appearances that you may try to use and cover for your misery. So health is very important, and I want to first begin by describing to you what is health. So what health is the natural state of all of life. God made everyone and everything to be able to function in its highest form and achieve its maximum potential, the most positive and pleasant way. However, we get in our own way, whether that is mentally or physically, and we harm ourselves. But the natural state of everything and of life and of creation is perfect harmony, and perfect harmony is an umbrella in which health is a part of. So what causes disease then, since health is just how everything is supposed to be in automatic mode, naturally is just supposed to be health. So what is disease? And disease is actually very interesting because it's a concept that pretty much symbolizes the truth of life, which is actually very deep. Disease is just simply the lack of health. A good analogy would be light and darkness, or good and evil. So light is the basic principle of life, and darkness only exists because light is not present. Since light is the principle of life, light will always defeat darkness. When you put light in a room, it cannot be dark, and no matter how dark everything gets around, as long as there is light, darkness cannot enter there. So light is a principle and darkness is not a principle. It's actually just the lack of light, which is the basic principle of nature. So health and disease is similar. Disease is simply the lack of health. Where there is health, there is no disease, and disease cannot penetrate a healthy body. So health is the principle and disease is the lack of the basic creative principle of God and of life. So now that we know what health is and what disease is, I want to get into the causes of both of these. And I want to first jump into the most impactful, positive part of the discussion, which would be what causes health. What causes health will firstly and foremost be the fasting and refraining from food, abstaining from food. And the reason why fasting is so powerful to achieve maximum health is because fasting lowers your insulin levels, which is a hormone which tells your body to store and absorb from the bloodstream into the cells of your body. So since insulin is really bad, it makes your body absorb. When it's low, your body actually kicks hormones that counteract insulin and begin to push out any stored things in itself, and the body eats itself while insulin is low while you're fasting. There are other things apart from food that stimulate insulin, so just because you don't eat doesn't mean you are having the low insulin. You might be too overweight and obese and be insulin resistant, which is another case in which even though you're fasting, your insulin remains elevated. But for the most part, normal people that are not extremely obese, when you do fasting, your insulin goes down and your body begins to actually burn fat as well as tissues, and poisons stored in the fat or in tissues in your body's immune system accelerates. And there's a whole host of fasting benefits for your health. I'm not going to make this a fasting video. I'm just going to tell you is the number one cause of health will be fasting. The next aspect of health is the opposite of fasting, which is actually eating. So the next aspect of health is nutrition. And what you want to realize for nutrition is you want your body to have structure to be able to build itself into its most powerful and effective form. This means that the nutrition has to be based around proteins and vitamins. This would actually makes up your body. You're made of proteins and vitamins. So it's very important, as well as water. But apart from that, proteins, vitamins, and water pretty much make you up. So you want to consume as many proteins and vitamins as you can. This will come in the form of meats, fruits, and vegetables. You do not want to eat seeds because it's not good for you. I will get into that in the disease section of this portion of the video. But now we're talking about health. Just know that you want to focus on fruits, vegetables, and meats, or dairy or animal products, and fruits and vegetables. That's what's going to give you the most nutrition for the least poison. The next aspect that causes health is sleep. The reason sleep is really good for you because it recovers your body from the stress of the day, and that is both your mind as well as your physical body. When you're asleep, your physical body produces growth hormones and testosterone and other important hormones in the repair and the construction of your body's physical structure. Apart from that, when you're asleep, your conscious mind is disconnected from your consciousness, and your subconscious mind, or your higher intelligence, which is directly connected to the infinite intelligence of God, is actually most activated while you're at the deepest in your sleep and while your consciousness is the most disconnected. This allows your conscious mind to relax and recover, and your subconscious mind to process all the information that the conscious mind was bombarded with throughout the day. This allows you to learn. It allows you to become more intelligent, to grab new ideas. A lot of people have been able to discover things that have not yet occurred from the future while they were dreaming. Other people have been able to discover things from the past while they were dreaming and invent incredible inventions and discover incredible discoveries from their dreams. Because when you're dreaming, as your conscious mind is disconnected, your subconscious mind is active, which is connected to the infinite intelligence of God. So all information is accessible to you when you are sleeping, and your subconscious mind has access to everything that can possibly exist, from the future to the past to the present. And it knows everything and sees everything, and it is everywhere. That is the power of the subconscious mind, and it is most active when you are in deep sleep and when you are actually in the process of recovery. Now, the final aspect of causing health and what causes health, we've been through fasting, nutrition, and sleep. The final aspect of the causes of health is sunlight. And sunlight is very important because in nature, sun gets shined down or shone onto the earth every single day for the half of the day or most of the waking hours. And we are diurnal creatures, which means that we are awake during the sun. So our bodies are designed to receive sunlight for the majority of the day in nature. That's how our bodies were made to be by God and by nature. So by going against nature and trying to not get sun, we get very sick. And the reason why is because sunlight is good for you. And sunlight is very important because it produces vitamin D. And vitamin D is responsible for the production of every single hormone and all processes in the body. And eating vitamin D or supplementing with a vitamin D supplement is not the same and does not cause the effects as the sun shining on your skin and the skin producing vitamin D from cholesterol. It is much healthier. Apart from that, the sunlight actually helps you sleep by setting a clock in your brain that tells you when it's dark to get tired and produce more melatonin. So it helps you with other aspects of health like sleep, as well as it regulates your hunger levels and your ghrelin and other hunger hormones. It helps with your mind by making you happier, producing serotonin and dopamine and things like this, as well as endorphins. So there's many benefits to sunlight. It also produces nitric oxide in the blood, which actually dilates your blood vessels and allows more blood to flow through your veins and more actual life to enter your body and flow through your body. It's very important to get sunlight every day. I recommend myself getting at least 30 minutes to 1 hour every day. I usually get about 45 minutes. So now that we've gone through all the causes of health, which I've described to you in 4 quadrants, it was fasting, nutrition, sleep, and sunlight. Those are going to be the things that cause health in your body. And now I want to go towards a more negative side of this discussion. Is actually very important, as well as the causes of health. I want to speak about the causes of disease to finish this video off, so you know what to avoid and what to stay away from when it comes to improving your health and becoming your most healthiest, happiest version of yourself, and most successful version of yourself, mentally and physically, as well as spiritually. And I want to get into it. The causes of disease is going to be, first and foremost, poisons. So poisons involve a whole host of chemicals and substances that when they enter the body, they mess up your body's processes and actually mess up the entire operation of your body's repair and construction processes. So poisons include a lot of things, but the majority of the poisons you're going to find are going to be from plants and from human-made poisons, which are usually also made from chemicals found in plants, as well as invented or innovated chemicals derived from plants. So plants are very poisonous. They cannot run from you in nature to survive. They cannot fight back. So they have developed a way, or God invented a way, for plants to not all just get eaten and for animals to overrun them. They actually incorporate chemicals into their body. I'm sorry about the airplane. I live right next to an airport. I'm sorry about that. So now I think the airplane is passing by. I'm sorry for this interruption. Now I want to get into it. Poisons and the causes of disease. Number one is poisons, plants and human-made poisons. So plant poisons are in every plant in different concentrations and different kinds of poisons. So what I recommend in plants, and when it comes to consuming plants, if you're going to eat plants, is to go for the fruits of the plants, because the stems and the leaves and the structure or the body of the plant is very toxic. The plant doesn't want you to eat its arm or to eat its finger, so the stems and leaves are actually very poisonous, as well as, and the most poisonous part of the plant would be the seeds, because these are the babies and the plant wants to reproduce. It does not want its babies to get eaten, so it concentrates the most powerful and potent poisons into its babies or in its seeds. So seeds are extremely toxic, and I recommend any seeds or seed derived product to be eliminated from your diet. Do not drink these canola oil, mazola oil. These are all seed oils that are industrially fabricated, and they actually have a lot of other poisons apart from the fact that they're a concentration of seeds, which is a concentration of poison from the plant. The actual processing of these oils in these industrial factories actually adds more poison and even makes it more toxic. So eliminate oils, canola, mazola oils. If you're gonna eat fats, you can use fruits. Fruits have fats like coconut fats, or olive oil is also a fruit. The olive is a fruit. So you want to eat these fats rather than seed fats, as well as you want to eat animal fats like lard or tallow or butter or milk, things like that. These are fats that are not poisonous to the body, because your body is made of animal fats, and your body is actually designed to eat animal fats, not seeds. Seeds are poisonous, and the only reason we eat them is because of the industrial processing in which they add more poison and make it edible. So apart from these poisons that are poisoning us, including medications from human-made medications, drugs like, all kinds of narcotics and things like that, alcohol and things like that. All these are all poison. Medications are very poisonous to us. These are chemicals that the body does not know what they are because it's not in nature, and God did not make it. So anything that God did not make will usually be poisonous. All these human-made medicines are really bad for you and actually make you more sick than what they cure you of in 99% of the cases. So I recommend avoiding medications. I recommend avoiding tap water because it's full of chemicals. The government doesn't care. They add chemicals to the water to make you sick and enslave you mentally and physically. So avoid tap water. I recommend also avoiding most conventional shampoos and washers and conditioners and anything that goes on your skin. The skin absorbs things. It's an organ, it's alive, and it will absorb poisons that you put onto your skin. So avoid any type of soaps and things like that are not organic and are not natural. There's plenty of options online and in stores for natural products, which are a bit more expensive, but you will pay for your health, whether beforehand by buying the best quality things or after the fact when you're sick and there's nothing you can do and there's no turning back. I recommend paying for the best products and getting soaps that are not full of chemicals, as well as deodorants or anything that goes on your skin. And that will conclude my video on health habits and health basics, which will revolutionize your health and your happiness as well as your quality of life, and it will definitely allow you for a more successful, powerful life. If this video was helpful for you guys, please leave a like, comment down below, tell me your feedback, whether you enjoyed this, whether there's things you would like to hear about or discuss, or if there's any other topics in this video or outside this video, maybe in other videos I've made, which you guys would like to go further into or specifically deeper into and go to more nuanced aspect of each of these things that I speak about in my videos. I love discussions. I want to learn from everyone. If you want to tell me your experiences before in your health journey, as well as your business journey, your relationships journey, I'm down to speak about all topics. I enjoy sharing my truths and my ideas and learning from other people and spreading positivity and truth towards the world. Anyway, have a powerful, successful rest of your day.